Hey guys, welcome back. For today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to paint this beautiful male eastern bluebird using just 4 paint colors. The colors I'm using for this are ultramarine blue and indigo by Daniel Smith, transparent orange, and yellow ochre. I'm using an assortment of round brushes and a 1/2 inch flat brush. I'm just going to apply paint to my little flower palette here and spray it to get the paint flowing. And I like to start with a wet and wet technique, so I'm using clean water and brushing it all over the area on the bird that's going to be blue. I'm using my size 8 round brush to achieve this. Once the paper is glistening wet, I start adding some blue, and I'm pretty much just taking pure paint straight out of the palette and blotting it into my wet paper. You can see the paint is just blooming and spreading. You'll want to use richer pigment where you want the color to be a little darker, and then you can add a little bit of water or dab your brush in the water to make it a little lighter where the areas of the bird are in the light. You can see I'm just softly spreading the paint around, and then in the area between the wing and the head there's a little strip of orange, so I'm dabbing that in right now while the paint is wet so that it will blend out naturally, and then pulling that a little bit into the belly so we don't end up with a hard edge. I'm going to continue just dropping in the ultramarine blue all along the feathers. I'm leaving the area on the feathers fairly light and watered down because we're going to be going back in with more detail in that area later. Underneath the belly is going to be sort of a light blue. That area will be in shadow, so I'm just beginning to suggest that. For the belly, I'm dropping in yellow ochre and a little bit of my transparent orange. Feel free to make this area as vibrant as you'd like, and you can let your brush sort of avoid different areas, leaving some white spots that might look almost like feathers. On the underside of the wings, I'm starting to drop in some indigo for my darkest details and some little feather details using the tip of my round brush. When indigo is watered down, it looks like gray. If the edge on the belly is forming a hard edge, you can swipe your brush along it to smooth that out. The feather details I'm spending the most time on, so I've switched to my smaller size 4 round brush by Silver Black Velvet, and I'm using ultramarine and just painting on very vibrant those tail feathers. You can see I'm avoiding this little strip, it's almost a circular strip that's catching the light on the tip of each feather, and that's really helping those feathers look quite realistic. With some of the feathers, there's also a darker shadow on the top, and so I'm using indigo and blending that in while the paint is still wet. Really take your time here and study your reference photo if you want it to look realistic. And if you want it to be in a looser style, you can avoid these details and just paint with broader brush strokes and more paint and more water. I'm just applying paint all over those wings and avoiding some little streaks that are catching the light. Continuing to intensify the color with ultramarine and creating some really nice fine wing details using the tip of my round brush. I think it looks really cool when you leave some little strips of light in the feathers. Once I'm happy with the feathers, I can do the tail feathers as well, and I'm using a nice watered down ultramarine for these light tail feathers, darkening up where I see deeper values in the reference photo. For these downy feathers just above the feet, I'm using kind of a mixture of yellow ochre and blue to create a neutral brownish color. And then I'm deepening up the colors in the belly with more transparent orange and yellow ochre and adding some fine little feather details just using the tip of a size 2 round brush. I like to avoid some areas so that it looks like they're catching the light and just add some really fun detail effects to the feathers. I'm just darkening up the colors underneath the beak and bringing in some more indigo in the shadow shapes under the belly. You can vary your brush strokes to add interest to your painting. I do a scumbling motion sometimes, and I'll often use the tip of the brush. It really depends on what kind of look you're trying to create. For the feet, I'm just using pretty much straight indigo, but I'm leaving some areas light because they're catching the light and the sunlight is on them perhaps. So I'm not going too detailed here, I'm really just painting the shadow shapes. The bird's foot on the right is a little more in the light, so I'm using some watered down indigo to create some of those mid-tones in the foot. And while that's on my brush, I'm adding some of that color underneath the wing. For the eye, I'm using my smallest size 2 round brush and just painting carefully using straight indigo, avoiding that little highlight. And there's a little rim around the eye that I'm using watered down indigo so that it's a slightly lighter value than that dark black color. And I'm adding a little more feather details to the top of the head using watered down ultramarine for the beak and indigo for the beak shadow. You can continue to add more details like feathers, and I really like the granulation that happened on the wings, so I'm leaving that alone but just adding a little bit more color where I feel like it needs to go darker. The head needs to be darker too, so I just add another wash of ultramarine to darken that up. For the ground, I'm using a mixture of yellow ochre and indigo to create kind of a brown, and when you mix yellow ochre and ultramarine, you get this almost greenish neutral brown, which works really well for the background. I've switched back to a larger brush, and this is where I'm using my flat 1/2-inch brush to create some interesting brush stroke effects in the background. You can really just have fun here and play with it and make it however you want. Like I said, a variety of brush strokes really adds interest to your painting. I'm adding a little bit of spatter as well, using my yellow ochre and transparent orange. And if those got a little bit crazy, feel free to push and pull them with your brushes as well. The background is kind of a great playground, so have fun with this and just use your imagination and make it a pleasing design to you. And there is our finished Bluebird. If you enjoyed this tutorial, check out these other videos about painting birds, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.